It's 28 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and this is where we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today, Thursday, the 8th day of May, 2025. Of course, Gordon Joseph in your company as always. So happy, so privileged to be here with you another day. Got up on the wake up list this morning. Yeah, thanking God for that. So saying good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing at this time. Remember and be mindful of that today is a good day to have a good day, all right? Nice. Yulin Alexander, good morning to you. Good morning, Mildred Smith, Arnold Grant, Mary E. Banks, good morning. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, man. Sometimes it's tough, sometimes life is tough, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Thursday, Mother's Day around the corner. Have you started preparating yourself? I like this word. I just like this word. Preparating yourself to celebrate with your mom, your significant other. Yeah. Cicely Blackman, Jillian McIntyre, good morning to you. Sylvan McIntyre, good morning, bro. How you doing? Sylvina Charles, good morning to you also. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah. You're not alone. Whatever you're going through,
you feel like you're swimming against the tides. So many problems, so few solutions. Someone may have let you down.
all the time.
Or been betrayed by a friend.
Reverend Samuel Caesar, good morning. How you doing? You and the folks at Crossroads Radio, East Flatbush, New York. He always says good morning to the Southern Grenadines. Good morning. Yeah. Michelle Forsyth, good morning.
It's easy, and it's no fairy tale.
Lauren Salim, good morning.
All your worries,
Those of you all out in the diaspora, good morning. Natalia Ross, good morning. How you doing?
might be blue.
Sweetie Williams, who's this?
Days are done.
All right, good morning, Erlin. Good morning. How you doing, Erlin?
Of problems,
You're not alone. You're not alone.
you're hurting inside, and the tears are in your eyes,
This is really a good song,
my friend.
a realistic song.
You're not alone,
Corinth, good morning.
and if you're feeling heartbroken, seem like no one hears your cry. Hold the faith.
Okay, sweetie is from Snell Hall. How's Snell Hall doing? Good morning, Snell Hall, Montfendu, Montrule, Montrich,
If
the Mark family in Montrule.
has been done somehow, sometime,
Nice.
down this road, on
Listen to the song carefully and get some consolation.
the sign, sometime. But when the challenge calls, if you stumble and fall, you must rise up, stand up, start again.
That's what you gotta do. Nice.
Come away,
Ahoma, good morning. Fali,
you know.
Pegleg, Evelyn, Zobi is back. How do you do? The family of the late Tangler. Good morning, Yoland. How you doing, Yoland Swan and the family, the folks in St. John? Miss Christine, good morning. To you and Sherlyn and Glenda.
Everybody
and Brem. How are you doing? Are you doing fine? Joan Brathwaite Batson, good morning. Monica Meros Williams, good morning to you. Good morning, Miss Joan. Daddy Godwin, good morning. The Sunshine State of Florida. Yeah. Morning, Trevor. Kathy and Adams, good morning to you, and Kenneth and Zuri and Solange. Nutmeg Queen, good morning to you. How you doing? Nice. Aggies and Chief, good morning. Cruz. Curtis Peck Phillip, the young boy in our pursuit. The farmer of the year, Mr. Kai. Bosco, what's up, papi? Ai and Dada. Beverly Peterkin, good morning. How you doing, Bev? Hope all is well. All right, let's head into the word of the day. And that word today, that word is tenure. 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 And it means the holding of a position. The holding of a position. And here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Her long tenure at the company earned her respect. Yes. Yeah. Tenure. Tenure. The holding of a position. Nice. Let me give you this one time. Before we come to the motivational tip of the day, I've got this from my good apostle. Well, I can't remember his first name, but nonetheless, let's get to this. And it says, good morning, thankful Thursday. Dear Lord, today we give thanks for our many blessings. As we pray for those in need, we give thanks for our family and friends. As we pray for those who are lonely, we give thanks for our freedoms. We give thanks for our good health as we pray for those who are ill. On this thankful Thursday, may the love of God enfold us, the peace of God dwell within us, and the joy of God uplift us. Amen. Amen and amen. I like this one. This other one is coming from 2 Corinthians 5 and 7, chapter 5 and verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Faith is when you praise God in the storm, you trust Him in the valley, and you follow Him in the dark. If God is the reason why you are still breathing, praise Him. Yeah, the evidence of things not seen. Yep, good. All right, 20 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour dancing time. He's worthy to be praised.
Holy Spirit, take my soul.
Good morning, Nadisha and the folks in Cafe. Miss G, how do you do?
Holy Spirit,
nice. Sing, win some Slocum. Good morning to you and the folks in St. Paul's. Roger, the barbecue man, emphasize on the meat, not on the bone, right? Like that's my bone. The distinguished gentleman, Mr. Doobie said, good morning to you, Papi. How you doing? Nice. Hope all is well with you and the family. Belial, good morning. Malty. Everest, good morning to you and Scott Olive. Hope all you're good, right? The folks at Hubbard's. Write it down. That's what it's saying today. Write it down. Keep a journal of your goals and accomplishments to track your progress and stay inspired. Yes, too many times we take things for granted, you know. We got to be more strategic, you understand? More planned. Keep a journal of your goals. Write down what you want to do, how you intend to get there, and so forth. And also jot down your accomplishments. That way you are able to track your progress and stay inspired with small steps, baby steps. Great. 19 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. That is the time. Natalia Ross, happy Nurses Week to all all Grenadian nurses. Yeah, I was supposed to say that. Good morning to Nurse Pierre and the Nurse Charles and those of you in the ICU department. Good morning to those of you in maternity, or mat as you refer to it. As a matter of fact, the entire hospital staff, all nurses, you're celebrating our Nurse Week. It culminates on Monday. Have fun. You know, you all are lifesavers, despite the fact that sometimes you all get a little beat up. Sometimes it's not necessarily beat up, sometimes just a little frustration here and there where things ain't going right and so forth. But nonetheless, keep it up. Happy Nurse Week to you all. Zobi, Sheridan McBurney, big up. Rico Andrew, good morning. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. What's buzzing? What's buzzing? Buzzing. All right. Events on hold as Ports Authority revokes MV Embassy license. In the region, the death of 11-year-old Adriana Young continues to cause conflict in Guyana. Internationally, Cardinals failed to pick a new pope on day one of the conclave. And in sports, GFA receives equipment from the British High Commission. The details to these and more coming up in the morning edition of news. Coming up momentarily. Remember, it is a good day to have a good day. You know what? Despite what, the pressures are real, and sometimes I wonder, I say, well, when is this thing going to end? When? He alone that knows. He knows when. You know what I'm saying? Strongest soldiers get the toughest fights, right? Yeah. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. My God is.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting, and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Monroe's Plain Field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th, so don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules. See you there.
GBN presents the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, June 7th, Monrouge Plainfield from 11 a.m. Our partners, Maggie, the secret of great flavor, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clark's Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Grenada Paper Products, makers of Cherish, Spring Soft, Harbour Bay, and Super Value Toilet Paper, and Royal, Quick and Easy, and Horizon Paper Towels, Budget Foods Inc., Classic Lighting, and Blue Bubbles PA Rental.
This is a GBN Morning News for today, Thursday, May 8th, 2025. Coming up in the news, events on hold as Ports Authority revokes MV Embassy license. In the region, death of 11-year-old Adriana Young continues to cause conflict in Guyana. Internationally, cardinals failed to pick new pope on day one of the conclave. And in sports, the Grenada Football Association receives equipment from the British High Commission. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain-on-blocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to all plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
Good morning. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. The Grenada Ports Authorities, using its Maritime Affairs portfolio, has revoked the license of MV Embassy effective immediately due to repeated incidents of overloading by the vessel's operators. MV Embassy was licensed to carry 150 passengers with strict conditions, including a maximum of 50 passengers on the upper deck due to the vessel's design. According to the GPA, despite multiple warnings and previous suspensions, the most recent on 24th December 2024, the violations continued. In the interest of the public safety, GPA has permanently revoked the vessel's license to transport passengers. Consequently, the promoters of an upcoming boat ride, which was scheduled to be held aboard the vessel, has issued a statement, and it reads, I quote, "To all our amazing supporters of Bad Shades 4.0 or 4.0, we're aware of the recent public notice from the Grenada Ports Authority about the revocation of the MV Embassy's license. We want to ensure you that this matter is actively being addressed and discussions are already underway to finalize a solution. At this time, we ask that you please hold on to your tickets as we work to resolve everything. Final decisions will be made very soon. Once finalized, we will inform everyone of the outcome, whether we move to another vessel or if no suitable option is available, refunds will be issued accordingly." The GBN will continue this development in a later newscast. Concerns are growing in Westerhall St. David following the discovery of large patches of discolored seawater and dead marine life in the Old Harbour Bay area. Residents have been raising alarms over health symptoms and environmental effects, and on Wednesday, officials provided some answers. Environmental experts say the unsettling scene in Old Harbour Bay, a stretch of murky, discolored water and marine die-off, is being caused by a combination of slow-moving water and decaying seaweed. Speaking at a press conference in St. George's, Ambassador Jerry Eno, Special Envoy for Oceans and the Blue Economy Advisor, attributed the phenomenon to hydrogen sulfide being released as seaweed rots in the bay. He said due to Grenada's geographic location, we experience what is known as microtides, with the highest tide averaging just about 1.5 feet, resulting in slow water circulation, especially in enclosed bays like Old Harbour. Ambassador Eno added that the situation is expected to persist for a while, as enclosed bays tend to have limited water movement and poor circulation patterns. Residents, however, are raising concerns of their own. Several have reported troubling symptoms such as itchy eyes, burning throats, breathing discomfort, and even jewelry discoloration after exposure to the water. Addressing health concerns, Minister for the Blue Economy, Lennox Andrews, encouraged affected individuals to contact the ministry so their concerns can be properly documented and addressed. As officials continue to monitor the bay, residents are being asked to contact the Blue Economy Division with any concerns. In a related story, developing an ocean policy which will become a guiding document for the country's ocean space and ocean economy is one of the objectives of the recently established Ministry of the Blue Economy and Marine Affairs. The ministry was established in late 2024 and received its first official allocation of approximately 7 million EC dollars for both recurring expenditure and capital projects in the 2025 estimates of revenue and expenditure, which was approved by the Houses of Parliament in March 2025. According to Minister Lennox Andrews, who currently has that ministerial portfolio, the mission of the ministry is championing the sustainable development and responsible stewardship of Grenada's marine resources, driving the growth of a thriving blue economy that enhances livelihoods, promoting environmental conservation, and positioning Grenada as a global leader in innovative ocean-based solutions. At a news conference on Wednesday, May 7, 2025, Minister Andrews said the vision of the new ministry is to be the leading authority in sustainable harnessing and managing Grenada's marine resources, fostering a thriving blue economy that enhances livelihoods, promotes environmental stewardship, and positions Grenada as a global leader in innovative and responsible ocean-based development. Speaking about the work of the ministry, Ambassador Jerry Eno, Grenada's Special Envoy for Oceans, said one of the critical tasks that the staff of the ministry is revising or revisiting existing laws and developing a national ocean policy. We have a draft ocean policy which was developed in 2019 through the OECS, and it has never been finalized. So our task this year, one of the low-hanging fruits for us, is to finalize our national ocean policy, which will be a guiding document for the development of a marine space. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Ocean Policy focuses on fostering a sustainable and resilient blue economy by promoting good ocean governance and sustainable development of maritime resources. That brings us to the first segment of news, the regional and international developments along with the sports and the weather. They are straight ahead. Turning our attention now to the region, the death of 11-year-old Adriana Young continues to cause conflict in Guyana. We've got details to this and more in the OCM News Network package.
The death of 11-year-old Adriana Young in Guyana continues to cause conflict. The opposition leader Aubrey Norton now wants the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Khalid Mandal, to face charges for creating public mischief and attempting to pervert the course of justice. ACP Mandal was the officer in charge of Region 3, where the girl was found dead in a pool at a hotel late last month. The Double D Hotel was later gutted by fire. Relatives of the girl have said ACP Mandal was the officer who told them he had a recording of Adriana leaving the hotel in a vehicle. The police service had issued a statement saying the same, but the information turned out to be inaccurate. ACP Mandal has been sent on administrative leave. Yesterday, Mr. Norton said he needs to face the court.
If you're accusing nurse Tiana Lois King of creating public mischief and attempting to pervert and obstruct the course of justice, then the same thing should occur for the assistant commissioner. Because the assistant commissioner, by providing false information, can be considered one of the sources of the protests that follow at the Doubleday Hotel.
He said the Guyana police force has to look within itself before charging anyone.
I hold no brief for Tiana Lois King. But what I do know is that if she is to be charged, then Mandel should be charged because it is the similar act that both of them would have committed. And in the case of Mandel, it was in the public domain long before. So I repeat, the Ghana police force must be fair. Stop being political.
Nurse Tiana Lois King surrendered to police on Monday this week after being on a wanted list in connection with the incident involving the autopsy on Adriana's body. Growing concern.
And looking further afield, black smoke billowed from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel on Wednesday, meaning that cardinals did not elect a new pope on the first day of the conclave. There is no clear front-runner to take over leadership of the Roman Catholic Church, and cardinals will continue voting Thursday in a series of highly secretive ballots until they choose a successor to Pope Francis. The 133 voting cardinals have returned to the Santa Marta residence inside the Vatican, where they will remain sequestered. Meanwhile, the rest of the world's 1.4 billion Catholics will have to continue waiting with no hints about the future leader. The cardinals have all taken an oath of secrecy and given up their electronic devices to prevent communication outside the conclave. Leaks or outside surveillance. The cardinals and Vatican staff will only get their phones and devices back once the conclave has ended. Breaking the oath of secrecy results in automatic excommunication from the church. And finally, U.S. President Donald Trump's top trade officials will meet with their Chinese counterpart this week to discuss a de-escalation of the increasingly ugly and damaging trade war. The future of the global economy is riding on their success. The trade talks, the first in-person meeting between Chinese and American officials since the tit-for-tat tariff escalation kicked off in earnest in March, are likely to result in a trade deal. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Tuesday, but tariffs have reached such a high level that trade between the two countries has dropped off dramatically. Any thaw in the trade war could be a welcome sign for businesses and consumers in both countries and around the globe. The United States has placed at least a 145% tariff on most Chinese imports, and China has responded with a 125% tariff on some U.S. imports. The last tariff-free ships, those on the water when the tariffs were announced, have almost all docked, and the first ships with goods that will be subject to tariffs are arriving at the ports. That means businesses in China and the United States will soon face a difficult decision: pay a tariff that more than doubles the cost of the imported goods, or stop selling them altogether. That means consumers are weeks away from experiencing higher prices and some shortages. That concludes the regional and international segment of news. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. The Grenada Football Association, the GFA, on Wednesday, 7th May, received a significant donation of football equipment from the British High Commission. That's in collaboration with the English Football Association, the FA, during a brief ceremony held at the GFA Secretariat. The contribution underscores the ongoing commitment of the British High Commission to support football and national development in Grenada. This donation follows productive meetings last year between GFA President Marlon Glay, a boost to our ongoing efforts to strengthen football in Grenada. The partnership with the British High Commission and the English FA is invaluable, Glynn stated. We look forward to using these resources to inspire the next generation of Grenadian footballers and strengthen our clubs and national teams. Grenada and Britain have long held a shared passion for football. I'm very grateful to the England Football Association for donating this equipment and the Grenada FA for their partnership so that countless more Grenadian youth will have the opportunity to enjoy the sport and train to become the future stars of the Grenada national team, said British High Commissioner Victor Clark. A new wave of Level 2 professional swim instructors have officially been graduated, making a milestone in Get Grenada Swimming Again and Sandals Foundation's commitment to swimming education and water safety. The graduation ceremony held at Sandals recently celebrated the achievements of dedicated instructors who completed rigorous training every Saturday for 3 hours for a 4-month period to enhance their skills and contribute to the nation's growing aquatic programs. This was the 5th class of graduates sponsored by Sandals since 2017 and is part of the goal to train 100 Level 2 professional swim instructors. The event commenced with a warm welcome from Deb Eastwood, founder of Get Grenada Swimming, followed by an opening prayer led by Natalia Alexis, one of the graduating instructors. Natalie Regis, course instructor and senior swimming coach at the Ministry of Sports, presented the graduates with their certificates. There will be more sports for us during our luncheon edition, and that's the sporting segment. We've got the weather forecast coming up momentarily.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we join forecaster Finba Frank at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Finba.
Hey, good morning. It's a cloudy morning down here, and that's the same picture throughout the state. The winds are 10-13.3, which is just above the mean and rising 10-13.3 millibars. Present temperature 27.7 degrees, orange 80%. Maximum temperature here got up to 30.4 degrees. Minimum temperature last night 27.1. Please note all temperatures at all times are in degrees Celsius. There was no rain here for the last day. Hence so far, total stays at 31.0 millimeters of rain down here at the airport. Now let's take a look at the forecast for the day and the nighttime. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with just a low chance of some light showers. Most of the clouds that you see now, they're actually medium level to high level clouds, so the chance of rain is low. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 31 degrees. Winds east, northeasterly to east southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Waves should be near 4 feet, and seas will be slight to moderate. Tides are low now, should be high this afternoon near 1:30, and then low again this evening near 6:30. Sunset 6:22. Sunrise on Friday 5:44. Just to recap the forecast for the day and the nighttime, the weather expected to be partly cloudy with just a low chance of some light showers. That's it from the Met Office. From my friend.
Thank you very much, Fimba. Have yourself a wonderful day now.
All right.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
It's 8 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Events on hold as Ports Authority revokes MV Embassy's license. In the region, death of 11-year-old Adriana Young continues to cause conflict in Guyana. Internationally, cardinals fail to pick a new pope on day one of the conclave. And in sports, GFA receives equipment from the British High Commission. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, May 7th, May 8th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening and viewing, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Have you ever wondered how you can benefit from the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Program? Then IMA Grenada invites you to its public forum on May 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Regulations have changed to create more space for local participation, for local developers and those who want to become local developers to tap into new opportunities. Hear from top experts from the CBI Committee, IMA Grenada, and GIDC. This is your opportunity to learn the process, ask your questions, and learn how to be involved. So don't miss this chance. Remember, Grenada Trade Center at 5:30 p.m. on May 13th. See you there.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard in me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Attend
Attention all divers, snorkelers, and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me. Start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition. Got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. ACB's me. Start, manage, expand your business today.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
All right, folks, it's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's time for the conversation this morning. Nice. Good. Rico, we want to see the weather forecast time fee upgrade. You want to see the weather forecast? Okay. Sharian Nichols, good morning. Lauren Salim, good morning to you again. I hope you're doing fine. All right. It's time for the conversation, and this morning, what is there for us to talk about? Someone mentioned to me, I read it in the news this morning, with the revocation of the MV Embassy's license, and someone said to me that is, they don't know the circumstances, but if the circumstances are as is said, it's a good move by the port authorities, meaning that, they're in the interest of public safety. All right. But they would also like to see the same thing being done by the Ministry of Fisheries as it relates to fishing vessels as well. Okay. All right. What are your thoughts on that? Okay, I remember not so long ago we spoke about that. So many times we have incidents of fishing vessels going out at sea and being lost at sea. And part of it could be due to the fact that the boats are not well equipped with the requisite equipment. So what are your thoughts on that? I'd like to hear from you. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that the fisheries department should employ a similar tactic as it relates to the fishing vessels, as was the case with the MV Embassy? All right, I'd like to hear from you on that. However, if there's anything else that you think is more pressing that you'd like to bring to the fore, this is your opportunity to do just that. You know the numbers that you can call. The number is 435-2041. Give us a call and let's get it on. 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. 435-2041. Reaching out and saying good morning to my good friend Danley Alexis. How are you doing, Papi? All right, Kyron Coppin. It's been a while since I haven't heard from you. Destined to Win Overcomer. Good morning to you also, Veronica Sandy. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi,
Thank
morning.
you so
Welcome.
much. I just want to complete my what I was saying yesterday, and I was almost to the end. Now, Innocent, for over a year, after being sabotaged by the two lawyers, I calling upon the court registry to give me a hearing, and it's going on a year now, a little over a year, something about that. And they're not responding. Innocent, I go to every channel for them to give me a hearing. And up to now, they're not giving me a hearing. So I'm calling out to the authority. Please, I need justice. Innocent, you see a lot of things is happening. People taking matters into their own hands. Some of them is because of the justice fail we poor people.
Let me ask you this. What would you like as the outcome for this situation?
Well, Innocent, I do not know anything about the court, but I would like for them to give me a hearing on both sides, and then they will advise to take it from there. Because two lawyers collected monies, and both of them sabotage. They make a plan, one to take a sleep, and they make a decision. You understand? So it's not to say, well, it was a fair case, and they say the judge say. I don't know if the judge say. I don't believe it when I recover, thinking about it after. So I mean, lawyers go there, yes. Look, I have my granddaughter going to law school, and now it's scary. And she's doing so well. Because, I mean, we go there to protect. Doesn't matter who you are, Innocent. Rich or poor, the justice is there for us.
Yeah.
And I want to believe it's a lot of people, these things happening too, but some people cannot or are afraid to bite the bullet like me.
Okay.
So, I mean, I really, really need justice, and I'm going to speak out. And if my body is found mysteriously anyway, the blood will still cry out for justice, Innocent.
God forbid, okay? I mean, I make a little laugh of it, but I do hope that you have a favorable, conclusion to this matter. As you said, do not give up. Utilize all the channels that are available, and at the end, let justice be justice. Okay?
Thank you so much, and I will come back and say what's happening.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you. All right, folks, it's 20 minutes after 7. She says, if you find her body mysteriously somewhere. I don't think Grenada has come to that as yet, really. Good morning, Oswald Pele Dabo. How are you doing, Papi? Agnes Dowden, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Those of you out there in the diaspora again, good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hi, thank you very much, President. Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Listening to the lady's story, well, oh Lord, I tell you, what we know, we're in 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was released from prison in 1983, And I can tell you, well, I have a picture in my bedroom here before me, the only picture I have in my possession of a good gentleman. I will call him a good gentleman. Ashley Gordon Bonadine. This gentleman provided some pro bono service for me, and that's the only time that I actually got to know what actually happened to me and my property when I was locked up in prison during the 1783 revolution. And I say kudos to him and his family, and I will always remember him. But you know, lawyers, I have a problem. Lawyers, I have a problem. And it is written because the Christians, they believe in the man they call Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ, in the King James Version, spoke much about it. Woe to you lawyers who take the key away, or who took the key away from the poor people and whatnot, etc. Woe. And it is written. You can go look at it. It's probably in more than one or two books in the sacred scriptures. And here I am to the lawyers. I have a problem. You know, I can tell you, the very first lawyer that I had dealings with was a man called I. Duncan.
I know that name. I know that name. I don't think I met him, but you know, I know that name.
Well, that was the very first lawyer that I had interference with. And he was a very good man, I can tell you, because he did some work for me, which I was very pleased with. But after that, it was Lloyd Noel, it was Morris Bishop, it was Renald Benjamin, it was, at one time, this guy was an attorney general, Raymond Anthony. He never appeared in the court. It was Kenrick Radix. He never appeared in the court, and I paid these guys. It was Tillman Thomas, and I paid him just the same. And I never know when the case was about to be heard or tried or whatnot. It was 3 months after when this matter, when the police, the inspector of police and whatnot, approached me, you know, with SSU and whatnot, with guns and whatnot. I thought, well, I was a criminal. You know, I'm here now contemplating on the goodly gentleman. I call him a goodly gentleman from Mardi Gras. His name, he doesn't want me to call his name properly, Hudson Austin. And you know, this gentleman gave me some advice one time, but I didn't like it because it looked like a criminal activity. But maybe I'm contemplating on how to go about it, go to find the tools, and to get set and to put on a nice piece of work in this country. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Wow. Come on, guy. Come on. I mean, justice is, you know, sometimes it's slow, but oh my goodness. I beg of you, please, you know, just contain yourself. What has to happen will happen in its due time. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm okay. Yes, I want to make a contribution.
Please do.
I know exactly, the lady who spoke about the lawyer, I know exactly what she's talking about. Because there's a lawyer who has just been reinstated.
No calling of names, please, right?
No.
Okay, good.
He has just been reinstated from, for having done something to some client in Carriacou. He has just been reinstated. He came to my house many years ago to get some money, to transact some land. And up to right now, someone else is on the land, and I've not heard from him as yet. So I know exactly what she's talking about.
Okay.
I know what she's a property up in St. Mark's. He came to my house to get him money, hoping that I was going to get my land and do all this thing. And then right now, someone else is on the land, and I'm still here waiting many years.
So, and you paid the monies?
Yes,
okay.
I haven't seen my money, and I haven't seen, and I know nothing about the land. Someone else is on the land, whether they're squatting or they're renting. I do not know, Yeah, and I didn't even to get the receipt from him. He came to my house to get the money, but I had to go to his office to get the receipt. And up till now, I haven't heard anything. And
okay.
I think the bar association need to look into these things. I mean, we cannot be these guys. These people went to big universities to study the law, and then we are as clients, have to be subjected to the dishonesty. That's a travesty.
I happen to know the president of the Bar Association very well. I'll have a conversation with the Honorable Francis Paul.
Right.
Yeah, okay?
Please do.
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you. It's 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. Sherian says, just so they change the topic. That was my intention to talk about that, but there are times when there are more pressing issues, matters that are, of a more serious nature and burning to someone, and this is the avenue to deal with that. All right, someone says via WhatsApp about the population in the bay, or the pollution in the bay. It is natural rotting of the sargassum seaweed. We can only clean out the natural seaweed that flows in, but there are polluters that dump waste into the ocean, and we do nothing to stop it as they are protected. But any company on the East Coast especially should be made to stop dumping in the water. The major dumper is a rum factory, dumping and employer of many and make enough money to clean up their act. Keep Grenada beautiful. All right, folks, the number again, it's 435-2041. And as I have a little time on my hand, hello, good morning. Please remind property owners that the property tax for 2025 is due and payable. You can pay via the online platform pay.gov.gd. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Gordon, and it's good to have you on this morning. It's my pleasant pleasure to listen to you on morning. I just want to comment on the lawyer situation, especially I mentioned it sometime.
No names, don't call any names, okay?
Say that again?
I was saying don't call any names, please.
No. Especially those of us in the diaspora. I don't know if I have not found the money tree yet in the United States, but all they want to do is to get your money, and don't do any work for you. Since 2014, I have some matters tied up in a lawyer hand, and up till now.
And that's in Grenada?
We can't find it.
Is that matter in Grenada? That matter is in Grenada?
Say that again?
Is it in Grenada that you have this issue?
Yes. Lawyers in Grenada. I'm Grenadian, and I have matters to deal with there, and lawyers handling it. And because you're in the diaspora, I don't know if it's some kind of plot that just to extract money from us. I rest my case for now.
Okay.
But I'm glad that you have a friend your friend is in the Bar Association, the president. You should get him on your program.
I definitely will attempt to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to openly extend the invitation to the Honorable, I like to call him the Honorable Francis K. Paul. He's the president of the Bar Association. You can expect a call from me, not to invite you again, I'm already inviting you, but so that we can determine what day you can come in and talk, okay?
All right. Have a good one, man, and take care. Keep up the good work.
Have a good one. God bless. Bye-bye. Thanks. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. All right, I'm going to continue with this notice here. Good morning. Please remind vehicle owners to get the vehicle inspection done and renew the vehicle license. You can pay online at pay.gov.gd. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent, and how are you?
I am alive and very thankful. How are you?
Give him praise. I'm good. I'm standing here and I'm listening to all the callers calling in. And I want to say it doesn't start with the lawyers alone. It starts with the government. I was bounced down by a Chinese diplomat in Grenada. The case, up to now, nothing cannot come out of it. The police and them, every time you go to them, they cannot do anything. That's the government. You go to the ministers, you speak to them, they tell me, China gives aid to Grenada, so they cannot do that, and the woman is a diplomat.
Hold on, pause. You were actually told that by a minister of government?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I wouldn't call the name, but I was told that.
Okay.
And I was really, really surprised. It started since with the NMP government. I sent letters, so they sent me letters to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I did that. Sent a letter to the Chinese embassy. I did that. On the last, Netherlands told me, they sent me to Dragon. All now I'm having pain in my spine. Dragon turned around and say, at this stage of the, I'm not supposed to be having any pain. And that was the last I heard of Netherlands, the last of the case. And like everybody is afraid to take the matter up because it's the government. So this thing doesn't start only with the lawyers. It starts from the head. So the fish is spoiling from the head. So you know what's going on at the tail.
Okay.
That's all I want to say this morning. Thank you.
I do hope you get well. Well. Okay?
I'm trusting God. That's where my trust is in.
Well, healing is the children's bread, isn't it?
Amen.
All right, good.
All right.
Have a good one. God bless. Bye-bye. Folks, it's 28 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Times I have to tell you, I'm committed to us.
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion. If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrews Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden & Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Co-op Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Uriah Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain unblocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to old plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. the same time, she's the runs her own business closing deals kind of mom who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate mom, because to us, she's so much more.
Okay, good morning again. Welcome back. It's 24 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We head straight back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I missed you for a while. You took a hiatus, man.
I'm good, man.
Okay.
Everything is fine. Listen, there is two little issues I just want to talk about. First one is to do with the ambulance. A day or so ago, a guy was talking on the radio or the TV concerning the guy that got knocked down and died down by Labo Lane. And he said one of the problems they had is the length of time the ambulance take to come. And one of the issues is who's going to pay. Is that correct? My take on it is that I could understand if you call the ambulance for your personal thing, something at home, or you have a family feeling sick or whatever, and you call them. I could understand, which it probably shouldn't be. I could understand that aspect of it. But the point is, an accident on the main road, and the person on the other side who is taking in the information is concerned about who is paying the ambulance. So what are we paying taxes for? I believe when it's something like this that should be the last thing ever that anybody, because time is the essence. And I think, even though they did the job and they didn't want to pay, I sure almost the whole of Grenada who could afford will pay the ambulance for that than have the person lying on the ground and unfortunately lose time and die. I'm not saying that's the reason why he died, but I think that aspect, it is true. The Ministry of Health, whoever is in charge, should look into it, and that should never happen again. Secondly, the people who is cleaning the road or the drains in River Road, I've noticed something yesterday, and I think the person who is supervising the job should do the job properly, because I saw the guy took a wheelbarrow of stuff and dump it on the edge of the river, down the edge of the river, and the rainy season is upon us. So what happens when the rain comes? All the rubbish, the plastic bottles, whatever it is, will end up in the sea and pollute the sea. So I believe the persons who is, I'm not saying that is the norm, but it's something I observe. And if whoever wants to investigate it, the little humpback bridge that it goes over from River Road into the stadium, if you look on the left-hand side of the wall, you will see all the rubbish there. And I feel that is something that should not have happened, and it's something need to be addressed. I'm not saying that is the norm, but I believe whoever is the supervisor, they should let them know, put this stuff on the edge of the road, and then they put it into the trucks and dump it in Perseverance, and not put it on the edge of the river, because when the rain comes, it's going to end up in the sea.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one, and don't be a stranger, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, good. All right, folks, it's 20 minutes on to 8 o'clock. You know the digits. 435-2041. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, morning. How are you doing? You have something in the background that's loud.
Yeah, Mr. Innocent, how are you?
I'm good. Right. The volume on your radio or TV, could you turn it down, please?
Let me just go it a little. Right, you hear me now?
Yes, go right ahead.
Right. How are are you?
I'm alive and thankful.
Okay. I want to support the gentleman just because the gentleman I just spoke there. I thought it was wrong in the person asking who is going to pay for the ambulance. I think people have to learn to have more respect and understanding. Somebody calling you an accident, somebody nick down, and you're asking who's going to pay for the usage of the ambulance. I don't think that person was properly trained. And so people in administration and in jobs must be more motivated and trained. Because I mean that's highly insulted.
Yeah.
To ask the person who is going to pay for the ambulance. A lot of people, you want to see a minister, you ask to see the minister, they're asking you what you want to see the minister about, and then they want a whole whole understanding of what you were telling the minister. Well, if you want to tell the person, you would have called to speak to that person. The fact that you want to speak to the minister, if you want to do something with the minister.
I understand you. It could be frustrating at times, yeah, with that.
Yes.
And what is the matter? What would you like to see the minister about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So why then? If the minister is a servant to the people, and you have to get at the minister. I wouldn't want to tell the secretary, or rather have to tell the minister. And I agree that sometimes it could be a little bit too exhausted. It take up too much time. But you want to see the minister. Could I speak to the minister? And then they tell you what you want to see the minister for, and then they give you a whole set around. And most time you don't get to see the minister.
Okay.
So I think people in offices have to be more courteous and trained and know how to deal with the public.
Okay.
Too often our persons in charge can't deal with public properly.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, bro. Have a good day. It's 17 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Michael Hutchinson, good morning. How are you doing, you and the family? Mikey, good morning also. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, King Innocent, and how are you?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Well, now that I stop talking to you, I feel so much better. As a matter of fact, you are the king, my king, and that is it. Who don't like it, they better push it up somewhere else. I want to compliment the representative for South St. George, Andy Williams. He have a thing right now, saying that, you see, people have a problem that they can't see the minister and they can't see the representative. And Andy now, usually on a Thursdays, people just come to his constituency. But he has changed it effective immediately. So he's going out instead of coming to the office and people sitting down there taking bus, waiting, and they can't see him whole day because his constituency is the largest, 22,000 people, etc. So I want to compliment him because what he's doing every Thursday, instead of people coming to him, he is going to the people and every area. Every Thursday is a different area. Like, for instance, today, Thursday, he will be in Woodlands and Montoot. That is very good because people want to see their representative. These changes thing is necessary to save time and significantly reduce the lengthy periods waiting for office attendance and to facilitate and accommodate the unrestricted and unfettered accessibility to your parliamentary representative. So he is taking the office to people instead of people to come to him. And I think he has to be complimented for that. As a matter of fact, I think he's doing that. All of the other people should do the same thing. That is why he's outshining all of them, and people just vex it, doesn't want to hear. But that's what he's doing. That means he's able to better serve the public and his constituency and guarantee prompt and timely delivery of service, which he's committed to. And I think that he should be complimented for that. Every week now, he's going to a different area, so they don't have to come to him. He coming to them because people complaining all the time. They need to see their representative because that is what they're voting for, innocent. And when election time comes, you always hear people say, "I'm senior and only senior when election time comes." So Andy is breaking that is game changer, and I want to compliment him for that. So he's taken his office to people instead of people coming to him. And today he's been Mount Truth and Woodlands. So I'm glad that people seeing things differently. Look out for your representative. And you, my friend, do have a great day. Remember, I must say, sail on the shores of, sail on the seas of some ambition and land on the shores of success. Because that is what everybody needs to be. Everybody wants to be rich. Success in life is natural, and it begins with both of us. Have a great day. I love you.
I love you more. Have a good one. All right, my good friend. 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Nelson. How are you today?
I'm alive and thankful. Welcome.
Okay, I just want to make a suggestion to the woman that called and reported that she had some incident. And it's quite a while and still have little pain because it's a diplomat that bunks her down.
Right.
I'm suggesting to her that she goes to the office of the ombudsman, because that office is supposed to be an independent office that will and should be listening to all of the complaints outside of the political directorates and the courts, etc. So that's my suggestion.
I am very certain that she is listening still. So could you maybe assist her with letting her know where that office is located?
Well, as far as I know, the last place it was located, it was at the Public Workers Building. I don't know if it has changed, but probably she could look at the telephone book and see if there is a number, and that's where I think she should go. It's an independent office to deal with that. And secondly, I want to say that I compliment the police quite often for good work done. But I think we having a serious problem is in terms of driving these unparked vehicles. It is annoying, it is time consuming, and every day I'm wondering what will happen if we do have an emergency where both ambulances and fire services have to move. I am calling on the high command, the traffic department, because I will say the traffic department have failed us. Driving over 30-something years experience on the road, we are having too much of bottlenecks. There's a truck parking in Woburn up by the St. Michael Church. The owner can park that truck in his yard. It is parked 24/7 on the side of the road. My God, you have a school next to it. How could we allow that? And I know officers are passing there, and they're seeing it. You have one in Bolio that and Mongay that has bunks. It was parked on the side, it bunks. Somebody hit it again, it turned to the front, and it's in the road causing an impediment to drivers, pedestrians. Where is our traffic officers? I am calling on the Royal Grenada Police Force to do something. Put out the notices. You do not have to wait on politicians for that. You are there to serve and protect. You are protecting pedestrians. You are protecting and serving other motorists and other road users. That's my plea this morning.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. All right, so the lady that called about that accident, you can... if you're so inclined, visit, look up for the office of the ombudsman and try and get in touch with that department. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program. You need to turn that volume down,
Yes,
man.
I know you would have told me that.
So why you wait till I have to tell you?
I know you would have told me that. Anyhow, we have a lot of problems in Grenada, As you seem to be aware, and it is likely that you'll be aware, that I've complained to right up at the foot to somebody who was supposed to take my information. I was beaten in my yard by men whom I think are men that were sent to maybe arrest some people who are behaving bad or who are involved in bad dealings. And the people are running into my yard. The people on the line road. I do not know who, and I stopped them. And a gun was pulled at me. And after when they came up with a few fellows, I was beaten and dragged in my yard and bruised. And yet for all, I'm going every day to make complaint to the authorities, or let's say the legal authorities, the police and this and that. And up to now, for 3 months, in December 24th, imagine that Christmas Day. Before that, I was charged the Monday for somewhere around, maybe perhaps asking me my age. And when I responded, because this is what you should ask a driver, you stop a driver and asking him his age. And then afterwards they asked me about my driver license. I said, well, no, that's what you had to ask me for. Anyhow, I don't want to complete. So a lot of things are happening in Grenada which should never be happening. In fact, somebody said that who would pay for the ambulance? As far as I'm concerned, we are paying taxes, and the taxes have to pay for the ambulance, the upkeep and the drivers and so on. So some of us are asking questions, and we cannot deal with a different situation. Even people are placing square pegs in wrong hole or wrong hole in square pegs. This is what is happening in Grenada. People who have authority, they are not doing what they're supposed to do. I took a few months to get a little bit of money from when the storm passed. Because I was reasonable, what should I say, had to go. I was able to get it after 2-3 months. What happened? Every one of us want to play in the job they are doing. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. Please do not ask my friend his age when you stop him, okay? Folks, it's 9. We're just turned 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's take our final commercial break and we come back and do the wrap. Stick and stay with us.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Monroe's playing field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th. So don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules. See you there.
GBN presents the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, June 7th, Monrouge Plain Field from 11 a.m. Our partners, Maggie, the secret of great flavor, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clark's Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Grenada Paper Products, makers of Cherish, Spring Soft, Harbour Bay, and Super Value Toilet Paper, and Royal, Quick and Easy, and Horizon Paper Towels, Budget Foods Inc., Classic Lighting, and Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event Supplies. It's the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules.
One of the things that I like about pediatrics is that it's never just about the child, it's also about family, extracurricular activities, sports, school, all of those things we get involved in. I think one of the nice things is also that it's about empowering families or giving them the knowledge that they need. It's actually about forming a community of people who support each other. We're in this parenting journey together.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Grenada, the time has come. It's the big showdown in the first ever Classic Lighting and the Communal Credit Union Invitational 2025. Come witness the Royal Grenada Police Force and His Majesty's prison officers take on the nation's busmen and women in an epic 4x1 relay. Then it's Flow versus DG Sal. And don't miss out, Nawasa, who will be flooding Grenlec in the ultimate relay. All this and more, May 17th and 18th. At the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Adults $30, children $15. Season passes are available. It's a showdown like no other. Be there.
5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's head straight back to our telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Oh, my goodness, I lost that call. All right, 435-2041. That's the number. All right, caller, you never... Okay, let's do this. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, welcome. How you do?
I hear.
Well, I have a little story here. All of us is we live in Long. In my area, there's a strange gentleman around. He came the first morning I saw him early, came in with a boat. Looking, we spread out some wet clothes and a wire and all kind of stuff. I left the next day, I went back. The afternoon I went back. That boat is in my property. I take it, I put it outside. He's still around. I saw him, the middle part of his head is scraped clean. He has beard. He came, he looking at me where I am. But he have an afro comb. Comb in the beard, and at that time, your head don't have no hair, but you're combing inside that we have no with the afro comb. A day after I go back, I saw that afro comb in my property. I look at him. I talk to certain people about him. Now, yesterday I go in my property. The man getting inside there, put on the current and put his tablet and things to charge.
In your property?
Yes.
Wow. Your property is an open sepulchre then?
Yeah, well, that is what it turned it into. The people I put on top of him, because that going on, I put some high people on top of him. I look at them, 5 of them came, they surround him, they check him, talk to him. Then what was the reply to me? He's from Canada, but he's speaking Spanish. Canadian, most you might find in Canada. French. That's what I'm saying.
French.
So what it... someone in Grenada, he said them he's some man of the Bible. No, we have a big Bible, and he read. That is what he told me. He come to read. He reading, he studying the Bible, and he there. But that man is strange.
So he's using the afro comb to comb where he doesn't have hair.
So all that I live down here long. He had beard, but first of all, he was combing the beard with the comb, afro comb. Then when he trying to scream and watch me and maybe losing concentration, but I watching him from where I am, trying to see what I do, where I is. Comb in the middle part with it. The day after that same afro comb, the morning, we clean up that place. Right back there, I saw the afro comb inside of the property. I pick up the comb and I have it there. I have it in a place.
But on a serious note, though, there are some serious issues here. Have you spoken with anyone from the immigration department about it?
This is how I come to know what language he's speaking. 5 of them are surrounding, talk to him, and then they report to me that he's speaking Spanish. But yesterday, he called me. When he saw, he's there outside and he watching what they're doing. When I saw this thing there, I wonder, well, how this come there? Maybe some people forget it, so I tried to unplug it and take it up. He called and said, hey, that is mine. I put that inside it to charge.
And he said that in English?
I speak that in English. And then when I tell him, I said, look, you're not supposed to come inside here and do anything. You say, come, I can't hear what you're saying. I say, speak loud. I ain't coming. You talk loud. Tell me that is mine, and he put it there since morning to charge and all kind of business. I said, don't come in this place anymore. By the time I disappear, I look, I see him disappear. He gone up by a next place up there, and a guy tell me, look, he there up between a tree there, and he only looking in and up in another place up there.
That is cause for concern, eh?
Yeah, well, I put the people that is on concern on that man. And they say he's speaking Spanish, but he's from Canada. Mm-hmm. But here what he told, we trying to do our own investigation. He said that he is a foreigner. He's not from here, but they sent him back from America, wherever he come from. And he like down here, so he just coming out down here and cool out. Well, I had stayed down there till 7 o'clock last night watching him.
Okay.
And he pack up his thing, he take the same piece of boat and put it on the side, and then he take his things and he walk up. By the time I go out the gate to watch the man, it disappear and see him. This man is strange.
All right. Well, we have to wrap here, but let me tell you something. Next time you see him, I don't know how fluent you are in Spanish. All right? But tell him, please, do what he wants, but don't mess around with my mangoes, okay?
Right. Well, the mangoes now, and make it worse. Trump put tariff on the mangoes. Well, put tariff on all mangoes from Monroe, so you're in trouble.
Please, keep a close eye on this gentleman.
Yeah, well, I had to put I had to win the area to do that, because if you put the authorities on him and he could tell them he's speaking Spanish, and they finish with him.
Okay.
It's you, the citizens, that have to take over your thing in hand.
Do not become part of a statistics, all right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, all the best. Okay, folks, thank you for that laugh. This morning was laughy, man. I mean, there's a lot of serious matters, Again, I'm going to follow up with my friend, Mr. Paul, and that lady. Please check out the ombudsman and see how you can get that resolved. Folks, we've got to end it here. We've got to join the BBC. Thank you for being a part of it this morning, and we look forward to the next one tomorrow if the good Lord spare our lives. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.